Hey YouTube, how are you? It's Money Minded Michelle and I'm back with another video. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you like what you see, you stay and subscribe and decide to become a part of the Money Minded tribe. And for my returning subscribers, welcome back my friends. As always, it's a pleasure to have you. So the theme of today's video is a Dollar Tree haul. Are you guys surprised? You know you shouldn't be, because despite the price hikes, I don't think I'm going to stay out of the Dollar Tree, not entirely, but there are other places that I like to look into to score some good goodies, like Dollar General. You know, there's not a lot of Dollar Generals that are close to where I live. The one that's closest to my house is in a neighborhood that is not a very nice place to be. But there is one a little bit further out, which I don't mind trekking on over to, that's really nice, very clean, very neat, in a great area across from a Dollar Tree I love. So look for maybe some Dollar General goodies coming up here real soon. But for now, I've got a really awesome Dollar Tree haul that I can't wait to jump in and share and show. So let's go ahead and jump right in. To begin with, let's go food, glorious food. Hugo, my boyfriend, and I were very happy to see the Brims popcorn was back. It seemed to be missing from our local Dollar Trees for quite a while, but we got it back. Now, this has been shrinkflated. You still get a big 8-ounce bag of this movie theater butter popcorn. And let me tell you guys, it's delicious. I mean, short of being warmed up, it tastes like it came out of the theater. At least that's my opinion. We really enjoy this. We are putting this aside for weekend movie viewing or possibly the next wrestling event. So we got our brims. We're stocked up on that. And then Hugo grabbed these because I told him they were delicious. I thought he was going to take them home, but he left them here. So far, I haven't opened them, but these are the oven-baked fudge mint cookies that we know are the Girl Scout dupes. And they are very, very close. The only difference that I can tell is that the cookie on the inside of this is like a vanilla-based cookie that's minty with covered in the dark chocolate. And Thin Mints are a chocolate cookie that's minty with dipped in the dark chocolate. So, but still, these are awesome for when you're when you got a craving. Go for these. They're a great price too. I think, oh no, one more food item I was going to say. I went ahead and picked up this by Kraft. It's the creamy Caesar dressing. You get an 8 fluid ounce bottle. You know, price-wise, it might make more sense to buy a bigger bottle, but I'm a small household, and you know what I'm starting to find is the salad dressings just go bad. They just go bad. We don't use them enough. So I might start picking up these smaller ones at Dollar Tree. They're a great deal. For Kraft, you get 8 fluid ounces for 5 quarters. This would last me at least several weeks, you know. So, hey, I think I'm going to start doing that. Okay, those are the food items. Food adjacent, I went ahead and picked up another one of these Stanley dupes in this royal blue. Because I have been breaking mine lately. Right now I'm working on a hunter green one. I used to have a mint green one that I was using for a while, but I found that if you knock these off the counter one too many times, the plastic components in the lid tend to break. So, you know, easy come, easy go, I guess. Fortunately, for 5 quarters, I can replace this pretty easily. I love these cups, you guys. When we are traveling or wherever, I love it. It's now, is it as insulated as a real Stanley? No, absolutely not. But, you know, fill it with ice and fill it with water or soda, and it'll keep you going for a while. It's a nice big size. And if you lose or break it, you're not heartbroken. So I went ahead and grabbed one more of those because I promised myself I'm only buying cups to replace other cups. Okay, so far so good. Where to go next? Here's kind of a rando, but something I find so handy are these. Whenever Dollar Tree comes out with these 3 foldable fans, I picked up the ones in the graduation print recently. I went ahead and picked up these in the 4th of July print. I picked them up before the 4th, so they were regular price. I don't know if they had any left over, if they would have marked them down. I don't even care, because you get 3 of these for 5 quarters, and they are so compact to keep in your purse, your pocketbook, the center console of your car, wherever you might need a fan, because you are having your own personal summer on top of the very hot summer we're having. I think these are a great pickup. Of course, they also have the beautiful decorative fans, what I refer to as the church lady fans, not to offend any of my church lady friends out there, but you know what I'm talking about. They're beautiful and fancy, and believe me, I have many of those around my house as well, but I like to pick these up for on the go. Because again, if they break, not a heartbreak, right? Let's see, where to go next? Okay, another one that kind of defies category are these beautiful crackle glass solar stake lights, you guys. I love these. I went ahead and picked up two more. I found a store that still had some, so I went ahead and grabbed just two more. I have, let's see, four in front of my living room window, and then to the side of my house, on the other side of my little gate, I have four more. And it really, I live in a very, I mean, we have street lights around here. I live in the suburbs, but it's just very dark around here. I don't know how to describe it in a way that I feel like the block I grew up on wasn't that way. But anyway, these help really light the path in front of my house. I don't have a ton of lighting in front of it, so they are helpful, you know? So I wanted to get just two more. I also have like, see, I have in the back, I have like two way back in my flower bed, and then I have like two more kind of near the side of my screen porch in the back, and I wanted just two more just to add just a little extra light in the backyard, just because I think these are great, and they are really stunning. This is real glass, and they really work, you guys. They really, really work. So I've been very happy with mine. So I grabbed two more of those. This also kind of defies category. Well, I guess let's call it stationery. I went ahead and found these, the ramen sticky notes. I just thought it was cute. I just thought it was cute. I'm going to throw it in with Jake's college stuff because why not? He can put it on his desk. He can write himself little notes, whatever. Or even if he never uses it, it's just a fun novelty item. I think it's cute. So I went ahead and grabbed that. I thought it was fun. And then also in stationery, I found these, the Paper Mate Ink Joy pens, where you get this awesome set of, how many do you get? 8 total and each pen is a different color. And I love that so much, including your classic like medium blue and a black. But I plan to write like little postcards to Jacob every now and again, just to say, hey, I'm thinking of you. That kind of thing. I have awesome postcard books that I've picked up from Dollar Tree over the years, including ones that are really cute and funny. And now I can write in colorful ink messages. And I can also send to maybe to Jordan, to our friend Jordan down in Florida. Maybe I can be sending her postcards. Maybe Amber at Illinois State. She would like to probably get some postcards. It's nice to be able to open your box and see something from home, you know? So anyway, these are a lot of fun. I just thought I'd pick those up. I'm such a stationery nerd and like school supply nerd. Like, I used to love, honestly, like I was always excited for school to be out for the summer, you know, when I was a kid. But right around the 4th of July, I would start to get antsy. Like I wanted to kind of get back to it because I liked school. I liked the routine and I just really enjoyed school. I was a decent student, you know, never caused trouble, had a nice little friend group, all the things, you know. So I feel very fortunate that way. And so I would get excited to look for the Trapper Keepers, the pens, the liquid paper, the markers, the colored pencils, all the things that you need. I would always look forward to that. So anyway, those pens made me kind of giddy inside and made me feel like a kid for a moment. But anyway, moving on, sort of stationery adjacent. Over in the book section at this one location that I went to, they had this awesome puzzle. I haven't found a puzzle in a while, and this is called Frontiers of Space. And here's the picture. Cute, right? It is a 500-piece puzzle. It says a cosmic jigsaw puzzle and seek and find poster. Oh, that's neat. Very cool. So this, it's kind of hard to see, especially kind of the glare from my light. I apologize for that, but this is the seek and find poster on the back. So I presume you put up the poster and then maybe you put together the puzzle and then you look for the different things here within the puzzle. I'm not sure, but it sounded like a lot of fun. Like it could be a really fun family activity for people with, you know, with different age children can definitely get in on this. I think I'm going to put it up possibly for a gift. I've got a good friend who loves to do jigsaw puzzles. She might enjoy this, or perhaps for donation, because this is also a great thing to donate. So I don't know. I thought it was a great pickup for only $1.25. How could I leave that behind, right? Awesome. I thought that was very cool. And since we are in books, sorry, I just wanted to not crush my glasses there. Since we're into books, I went ahead and picked up a couple. So I was out with Hugo and I went ahead and grabbed this because literally it had his name in it. And he's like, sure, throw it in the cart. I'll read it. Stay Up with Hugo Best. And speaking of those glasses, they are not crushed. It says on the back, when June Bloom, a 29-year-old assistant on the late-night comedy show Stay Up with Hugo Best, runs into Hugo himself at an open mic following his unexpected retirement, she finds herself fielding a surprising invitation. Hugo asks June to come to his mansion in Greenwich, Connecticut for the long Memorial Day weekend. No funny business, he insists. June, in need of a job and money and confident she can handle herself, accepts. But as their 4 days together unfolds and the enigmatic Hugo gradually reveals vulnerable facets of his personality, their dynamic proves to be much more complicated and less predictable than June imagined. terrifyingly, or excuse me, not terrifying, terrifically insightful and propulsive. Stay Up with Hugo Best is the unforgettable tale of a young woman's coming of age in the modern era. Well, that sounds kind of interesting. And my Hugo lately has been reading a lot on his breaks at work. So he said, go ahead and grab it. Why not? He says, look, it literally has my name on it. And for 5 quarters, we're like, what the heck? Let's figure that out. And let's see if I can peel. I should have peeled the sticker beforehand. About 50% of the time I do that for you guys, but the other 50% of the time I'm like this and I'm fumbling a bit. Regular price on this was $17.99 US. It's very small there, but just trust that it says $17.99 US. But of course, we picked this up for only $1.25. Yay! I love when books come through the Dollar Tree. And then this looked really cool. I'm going to put this up as a gift. There's somebody that I think would really enjoy this, and their birthday's later this year. And it's this journal right here. I love a good journal. I cannot leave a journal behind at the Dollar Tree. And this one is called Illuminated, a journal for your tarot practice. Now, I don't know anything about tarot. I don't have anything against tarot. I've never had a reading or anything, and I don't know what any of this means. So this is definitely not something for me. And I'm not looking to learn necessarily, but the person I have in mind, I think either would enjoy this or know somebody who would. So here, there's a quote in the front. It says, tarot can be a powerful tool for illuminating the present. Well, that's kind of neat. And then there's a lot about tarot in the beginning, a lot of explanation, about the different symbols and whatnot. So about half the book is instructional, it looks like, and the other half of the book is just a dotted line journal where I guess you can journal various facets or various readings that you've done. And there's different categories here, like questions about relationships right here. As you shuffle your tarot deck, focus on a single question. Ask the cards to reveal the answer you need to hear. What do I need? What do I have to give? What traits are essential? What aids collaboration? What changes are needed? What should I keep in mind? So this exercise is you shuffle your tarot deck, focus on a single question, and then ask the card to reveal the answers to the single question you'd like to hear about relationships. So it's really kind of cool. I guess for somebody who is interested in learning more about tarot, I think this would make a really great gift, or just for yourself. It wouldn't work entirely as just a journal because, like I said, a good half of it is actually instructional. But yes, if anybody who specifically has an interest in tarot might really enjoy this. And once again, I did not peel the sticker, but I'm going to do that right now. Let's see if I can get it. Yep, I sure can. And it says US $16, but I paid what? 5 little quarters for this beautiful illuminated journal about tarot. Super cool. Go ahead, Dollar Tree. Always finding cool, unique stuff. I love that. That's my favorite part, is the treasure hunt for the really cool and unique stuff, as well as like the everyday stuff that we don't want to overpay on. You know, Dollar Tree is just as great for, tissues and Q-tips and things like that as they are awesome journals and puzzles and the closeout deals that we love to find as well. So moving on. Where to go next? Let's go householdy. I picked up another bottle of this, the Powerhouse Foaming Dish Spray. I like this, you guys. It foams up nicely. I don't love the trigger spray. I wish it was kind of more forceful, if you will, but I love the way this smells. I love the way it works. You get 12 fluid ounces for only $1.25. I mean, you guys, this is a good deal. This is a good deal. And even if they raise, when they raise the chemicals to 150, I'd still say this is a good deal when you consider how much the Dawn dish spray is, even though Dawn dish spray is the king. Okay. I love my Dawn, but for 5 little quarters, this is a great pickup. I recommend. So I grabbed that. And then over in the kitchen area, I found this for one pretty penny. And it was my friend Michelle, also Michelle's Halls and More, a fellow Illinois sister, a fellow 1L Michelle. Shalom, Michelle. How you doing? I hope you guys are having a great summer. I've been watching you, and I love to watch your Goodwill hauls, and she loves antiques as well as the Dollar Tree. So she's one of us for sure. In any case, do check her out, but she's the one who turned me on to the fact that this little star cookie cutter set by our friends at Joey was bringing up at a penny. And sure enough, mine did too. If you're not sure whether or not this is going to ring up as a penny, you can check on your, you can scan it using the Dollar Tree app if you have that on your phone, or use one of the scanners in the store. And I recommend when you're buying penny items to kind of put them among, do purchase a couple other little things. Like if you want to pick this up for a penny, get some toilet paper or something else that you need as well to kind of obscure the fact that this is only a penny, because I'd hate for them not to sell it to you. I haven't had that happen to me yet. But that's kind of the method I use for ensuring that I can get my little penny purchases every now and again. So do try and pick this up, you guys, for one pretty penny. So yes, thought that was a great one. Then let's see, over in apparel, because of course we're buying our apparel at the Dollar Tree as much as we can. Anyway, I grabbed these. These are the Hanes. These are the men's heel shield, which is basically like a no-show style sock. You get a 2-pack. For only 5 little quarters. I buy these for myself. They fit shoe sizes 6 to 12 in men's typically. But I wear a size 9. I've got kind of a wider foot. And what I find is if I buy the women's no-show socks, they pop right off my feet and they're so irritating. And I don't like for my socks to show when I'm wearing sneakers and shorts, which I'm doing a lot more lately because I need to protect my feet. But in any case, these are a great no-show sock. They are so padded on the bottom. They are so soft, breathable, all the things. They launder beautifully. They don't shrink up on you. They don't pop off your feet. I highly recommend these for 5 quarters if you can find them. And so it comes with this like gray marbled kind of pattern, and then this blue stripe kind of dealio, but you barely see them. You barely see the little heel tab in the back when you're wearing sneakers. So I do recommend these for whether you're picking up for a man or woman for 5 little quarters, a great pickup. We are big fans of these socks. I got a bunch of the ankle ones for Jacob. He doesn't like the no-shows. He prefers ankles. So I got him a bunch of the ankle ones, and he's crazy about them. He's been wearing them all summer long on his during his camp counselor job. He came home yesterday, you guys, so whooped. He was like came and just flopped down on the couch. I'm like, are you okay? And he said, the kids got me today. It was just too much and they got me today. They typically put Jacob with the youngest kids, which he loves them. He loves the little kids. He truly does. But he said, my patience was just, they tried me today. So I said, you know what, son, you're going to eat a good dinner. You're going to get a good night's sleep, and you're going to do it again tomorrow, and it's going to be a lot better. So hopefully today is a lot better for him. He did. He looked really exhausted. But anyway, it's a good job for him. It really is. He's doing great. Okay, moving on. Let's see. A couple of stationery items. I went ahead and picked up for now $2. I picked up this awesome calendar set because it comes with like a little mini planner that you can put in your, in your wallet or in your pocketbook, whatever. But these are now $2, you guys. And I thought about them, like, I was kind of pissed. I mean, who isn't pissed about having prices raised? But when you really think about it, where are you going to find a beautiful calendar for $2? You really aren't, because calendars are stupid expensive. It's one of those things that are just stupidly expensive and unnecessary. But naturally, we see why I picked this one, because if you've been hanging with me for a while, I always sign off with the big piece. So that is one of them. And then here are some of the other designs on the back. For Valentine's Day, we got some hugs and kisses. Let's see, welcome spring for March. Beautiful. Let's see, my birthday month is April, which is Bloom. Very pretty. I like all of them. Mushrooms, very cute. It says stand out. Oh, I love that. Very cute, very cute. And whether you decide to take these images and frame them and use them as art, or you use them as a calendar, I think for $2, it's not a bad deal. So I went ahead and picked this up for $20.26. I'll go ahead and put this up in my desk drawer. Because I like to, in the kind of work I do, I work in logistics and trucking and warehousing and things like that. So everything is date oriented, so I'm constantly needing to look at a calendar. And of course I can click the one on my screen, but it's easier to just glance up on the wall and see, it helps me a lot to be able to just see at a glance, so that's what that's for. And then I had picked up for Jacob the last time I went to Dollar Tree. I picked up one of those acrylic by Jot, like an acrylic organizer thing for the desk. But I decided it was kind of a little effeminate looking, and I decided to keep it for myself for my makeup brushes on my dresser. So I picked up this silver mesh pencil cup and said, look, it's got a really nice capacity actually. So he'll be able to fit a bunch of pens in here, his scissors, anything stick-like can go down in here and be contained on his desk. And it's nicely made. It's got a nice rigid metal structure to it, if you will, and I think that's not a bad deal for only $125. It also comes in black if you're interested, so I grabbed that. We're winding down now, and the rest of this is health and beauty. A repurchase. I picked up the Barbasol for Jacob. It's his favorite brand. I wish these cans were bigger. You only get 5 ounces, but this is the one, the aloe. Yes, this one's the aloe, the soothing aloe for 5/4. I was already in the Dollar Tree. I wasn't going to Walmart or anywhere else, so I went ahead and grabbed this for him. He needed it. And then another repurchase. I love this one by Personal Care, the Sea Salt and Cedar Body Wash. I love this one for him. It smells so good. I mean, I like it for me too. I've used it before, but I prefer the gourmand ones, the real sweet ones. And now he can stop using my pineapple because now I got him this one. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this in the shower right away as soon as I'm off camera. But I love the way it smells. It's so it's really fresh. It's really fresh. It smells fabulous. I think it's good for a man or a woman, but it kind of leans, in my opinion, a little bit on the masculine side, and it makes them smell great, and it does not aggravate my allergies. Woohoo. Love the Personal Care. It's good stuff. And then another repurchase. I'm nuts about this stuff, you guys. This is the Extra Care Hydro Plus. This is the Neutrogena dupe face wash. I love this stuff, you guys. It's thick. I don't know if you can tell in the bottle how thick that really is. It's very nice, not watery. I don't even need a full pump. You know, I can pump it down maybe halfway and still get plenty of face wash in my hands too. And it lathers beautifully. It does not dry out your skin. So like my skin feels clean, like squeaky clean, but not tight. I really, really like this, you guys. This is an excellent, excellent product. I recommend this for really any facial skin type. It is fragranced, but not heavily, does not aggravate my allergies. Love this stuff, you guys. It's amazeballs. So I went ahead and grabbed another one of those. It's awesome. And then I grabbed these, you guys. Again, this was a repurchase, but I want to show you guys something in just a second here. I went ahead and grabbed some more of the Pro Foot patches for myself. I did use these. Megan and I went to a concert recently. My best friend and I, we went to a concert recently, and it helped. Does anything really help my feet? Not entirely, except for rest. But these did help somewhat. It was like a cooling sensation on the bottom of my foot, and I felt like it lasted quite a while. It lasted at least through the shows until we got home. So I thought they were cool. For the price, I thought they were a great thing to try, a great thing to even pick up again, because what I liked is it gives you a heel shape patch. You get 2 of those and then a total of 4 rectangular ones that you can, what I did was I just patched the entirety of the bottom of my foot, including the heel, is kind of what I did. So I used I think I used 1 and then 2 rectangular patches on the bottom of my foot on each side. So got me through the show. I thought they were good. What I wanted to point out was the active ingredients in these is camphor, menthol, and methyl salicylate. I think that's correct. Camphor, menthol, and methyl salicylate. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Purpose for all 3 of these is topical analgesic. It's supposed to, it's for pain, right? I wanted to point out, if you are unable to find these, the Dollar Tree carries these by Coralite. Pain relieving patches. Topical analgesic. You get 20 small patches, and each patch, okay, they are all inside ones. They're not individually wrapped. So they are inside there. But to give you an idea for how big they are this big, if that helps you at all. So one of these could probably cover, maybe 1 or 2 of these would go on the bottom of my feet, okay? And you get a total of 20 in here. But what I wanted to point out is the active ingredients, which are camphor, menthol, and methyl salicylate. So if you cannot find the Pro Foot, but you see these, get these to try. Just try it, because if you have foot pain, you'll try anything. And I know people can really empathize with what with having foot pain. So or pain for any part of your body, and that goes for the Pro Foot too. You are not limited to using it for your feet, but they do have the heel patch is definitely specifically cut to mold nicely to your heel. But you could certainly make these work too, especially for the money. So just wanted to show you guys that this is out there as well. So by Coralite, the pain relieving patch, and it's in even the same proportions, I want to say. Yeah, camphor is 1.2%, menthol 5.7%, and the methyl salicylate 6.3%. It's literally, they're identical active ingredients, you guys. So keep on the lookout for these. Bottom line. Ooh, the mountain's getting big over here. Don't look over here. I can't remember if I picked up this particular variety, but I got another package of the Joe Boxer wipes. These are the detoxifying charcoal face and body wipes. I think I got the ones in the green package before. What are those? The eucalyptus and mint. I think I might swap those out with Jacob and give him these because I think these would be better. For example, he goes to work out at the gym. He's got one of these in his gym bag. He takes one out and wipes his face down with charcoal. I think that'll help, especially when you get real sweaty and whatever, it'll probably help him with breakouts and that kind of thing. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to swap that out for these instead because I believe that's what I bought. I think I bought the flushable ones to keep for me. I think I bought the menthol and eucalyptus for Jacob, and then now I've got these. So I think I'm just going to swap them or just throw these in. I'll just probably throw these in. Who am I kidding? Okay, I know. Several of you have commented, and you guys are right, and you are righteous for doing so. You guys have pointed out, you know how small Jacob's dorm room is, right? And yes, I do. I saw not his actual dorm, but I saw what a dorm room, a typical double looks like, and that's what he's living in. Plus, I myself lived in a very small double with Megan, my best friend. So we somehow survived living in a very small room together and are still best friends over 30 years later. So we made it through somehow, but I also know that I can't overbuy here. So I am conscious and cognizant of that kind of thing, and anything that may be extra, his father and I can take back with us. So hopefully we're not completely overdoing it. I'm really not. Maybe I'm overdoing it on smaller items like this. That I'm not sure of, but pretty soon we're going to start packing everything up. And if I'm finding that he's got duplicates and triplicates, and if he's got more, we can always pare it back at that point, and none of this will go to waste. I'll use it. Hugo will use it. His dad, if he wants anything, I'll donate it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I thought this was still a good pickup, and I was going to grab those. Something that I was looking for quite a while, and didn't think I would find is the Heritage little jade comb. And I guess this is good for scalp massage. Okay, the glasses are going back on because I can't see. It says self-care for your scalp. Store in fridge or freezer for an extra cooling sensation. Can also pair with hair oil for a relaxing and moisturizing hair treatment. Oh my gosh. How to use? Use light circular motions to stimulate scalp and promote relaxation. Oh, wow. It does say carefully take comb from tray to avoid accidental dropping and breakage. So it is kind of fragile, but that sounds delightful, you guys. Oh my goodness. I can't wait. I'm excited. I didn't know really what it was. I just thought it was super cool. And for $5, I really wanted to try it out. So, yeah, cool pickup. I'll just have to be really careful and not drop it on the floor because I have a feeling if I do, boom, that'll be it. Obviously, they're warning you about that. But it was funny when I brought it up to the cashier and Hugo was with me. The cashier said, Hugo said, "Is that for the cats?" I said, "No, it's for me." And then the cashier looked at it. She goes, "It's awfully small." I said, "Well, if it doesn't work for me, it'll be for the cats." So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll give the cats a massage. I know. I bet Stubbs would like it. I don't know if Pee-wee, not so much. He does not like to be brushed, but Stubbs all day long. Brush him, fawn over him, tell him he's handsome. My crazy cats. But anyway, this is for me, not for the cats. My Heritage little comb. And then the last item technically came from the school supply section, but I'm using it for health and beauty because I loved these silicone pencil cases. They're calling it a jelly pencil pouch. Made by Jot for only $1.25. But you guys, they zip open like this. They have such a nice capacity. And when I tell you this silicone is so nicely made, it is awesome. It's so thick. I don't think it's food grade, but it feels like it almost could be. I mean, reusable bags should be made out of this kind of material. It's really, really nice. And it has such a nice, smooth zipper. You guys, these seem a lot more expensive than they are. They truly do. I think this is one of the nicest pencil pouches that Dollar Tree and Jot has come out with. I'm just nuts about it. So I got it in this light blue with this, I guess a greenish zipper. I just thought it was too cool. I thought it'll be great for travel. You can put your travel size toiletries in here. Anything messy you can put in here, because you know what? If something leaks, it'll be very, very easy to clean out. That's a bonus. That's a bonus and a half. I love this. Even you could roll up a sweatsuit, or a wet sweatsuit, I guess, if you sweat all the way through it, but a wet swimsuit could be rolled up and put in here. Definitely. You could use this for a lot of things. And the feel of it. I mean, if you see these guys, just take one out and just touch it and decide, could I use this? Because I think you could. I think this would be great for makeup brushes, any cosmetic items. Like I said, any kind of like, your travel toiletries, anything that leaks, easy to clean up. So I grabbed it in this color. And then I also grabbed it in this kind of greenish color with a pink zipper. How cute are these, you guys? Are they not awesome? I love them. I can't wait to use them. And with that, you guys, that wraps today's video. It was a long one, right? But it was a good one. I think I found some really awesome items, especially I think my very favorite are these, you guys. I think they're super cool. Also out there, I should mention, they also have made from silicone these like crayons. They're crayon shaped pencil pouches, and you unzip the top. They're super, super cute, but I decided I like this shape a little bit more. I thought they would pack a little bit easier for travel. But anyway, I digress. There's a lot of great stuff out there still, even with the price hike. I think Dollar Tree is still doing its best to give us the best that they can offer for the money. And when you really think about certain things like gift bags, any of the party supplies, the greeting cards, some of these things, even a lot of the cleaning supplies, maybe not all of them. Maybe, you might still be able to get some of these things cheaper at Walmart. You might still be able to get them cheaper at Dollar General. But if you can't get there, Dollar Tree still offering, I think, some really great values on a lot of these items. So anyway, with that, you guys, that wraps today's haul. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for every single time that you do. Take care and have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace.